I'm going to talk a little bit about Natural Guard. I mean, I'm a big fan of organic fertilizers and pesticides and so forth. You know, you've really got to be careful these days about the food that goes into your children's mouths, and of course, you know, some of the chemicals we put in the garden. That's why organic fertilizers are making such a big comeback. This Natural Guard plant food is a great all-purpose organic fertilizer. A lot of this stuff comes from seaweed extract, so it's all very natural, and it has a low NPK ratio, and that is the number on the back there. You see that 6:2:4? It's a brilliant way to fertilize because you're not burning the roots with too much nitrogen. Because what tends to happen is we over-fertilize prior to spring, and then we get this burst of leaf growth, and then of course what happens after spring? Summer comes along and you burn the leaves off because the leaves are so, they've become oversized and you put too much nitrogen in the soil, and a lot of that nitrogen ends up in the Mississippi. Okay, and that's when you get weeds and so forth coming out into riverways. So that's why organic fertilizers like this are really, really great. This is a slow release one, which is again another one of my big favorites. So this will release over a longer period. So it's not going to completely like burst out all of its nutrients straight away. It's going to slowly drip feed the plant over a 3-4 month period, and that's going to improve the immune system of the plant. And now is when you need to start getting these plants in the ground, by the way, right now. And when you slow down this process and you allow the plant to slowly take up those nutrients over a longer period of time, you're going to get a much more successful plant. Nitrogen, a lot of our tomatoes are in dire need of calcium. So this one has added calcium in it. There's nothing negative about that. That's what we look for in our daily diet. And there's a really interesting thing called ecto and endomycorrhizae. Now these little things, it sounds like lots of chemicals, but actually these are natural things that the plants need to absorb a lot of their nutrients. So it's kind of like us when we eat yogurt with acidophilus and bifidus and those sorts of things. So those good bugs that sit inside your stomach allow you to take up the nutrients that you eat on a daily basis in a far more effective way. That's exactly the same as these little things in here. So microbes and these mycorrhizae, they actually allow the plant to get the most out of the nutrients that you're putting into the soil, but also that the soil that's existing in, the nutrients that are existing in the soil, even before you came along with this stuff. So it's about plant health, and that's really important stuff. And Natural Guard's obviously fantastic because it is organic.